Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday Paper Fun with Linda Hicks. Today we are going to make a card that one of my friends asked me to figure out the measurements for. She had seen it on a Instagram or some kind of quick video kind of thing, and she thought it was really cute, but she needed the measurements. They just didn't show her those. So I watched the video, tried to figure it out, and I wish I could remember the name of the person that did the card because it was really cute. But anyway, I'm going to use some really pretty papers, and it's one of the new ones from the mini catalog. So I'm going to turn this around so that we can see the papers really well. And let's see, there we go. All right, here we are. This is called Lovely Blossoms, and it comes with this really cool sheet that you can cut apart. You can use these fronts for cards if you wanted, or even for something with your scrapbooking pages. I am actually going to use this piece right here for the card that we are doing. I've already pre-cut it out of the page right here. So I thought that was really cool. And then it's double-sided, so you have this gorgeous blue stripe on the other side of this. And then on these you have this nice peach color that matches this really pretty floral pattern, and then this nice dark navy blue pattern. Actually, it's a new color. It's called, oh, I forget the colors. Man, I'm just not very good at remembering names of colors and things. And then these are the other sides, and I just love all of these really pretty blossom papers. They will make beautiful pages for your scrapbook or for a card. But that's what I'm using today, just because I wanted to get in it and start playing with it. And so we're going to just turn the lights a little bit more here. Maybe. Looks like I've got a big old shadow here, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is, I don't even think I need to cut anything. Oh yes, I'm going to need to score. This is kind of a fancy flip or fancy fold. You start with your paper, which is your normal card base. It is 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. And this is pretty similar to, the scoring and everything is pretty similar to a card that we did not that long ago, only instead of having it horizontal, the card's going to be, horizontal, vertical. It's going to be up and down. Okay, so we're going to need to score it again to make the fold. And you can either score it at 2 1/8, or you can just fold it back, which is what I showed people the last time. I know a lot of people don't like those 8ths, but to make it even, because this is 4 1/4, you have to score it at a half of that, which would be 2 1/8. But if you don't like using the 8th on here, which I think is a lot easier on this to use, but if you don't like doing 8ths, and I know some of you do not, you can simply just fold the card like this. And this is what I showed, I think it was last week maybe, and then fold it in half. So you just take this and just go right to the score line here and bring it to that and fold it in half. And that will give you your fancy fold. Okay, so for this card, we are going to, and then I didn't quite cut this exactly right. If I were to do it over again, I would cut it at 2 inches exactly. It's just, what is this? This is exactly 2 inches. This was just a piece of paper that I had, and it's just a hair less than 2 inches. I'm going to go ahead and use it because I don't think it makes that big of a difference on the card. But if you were doing it at home, if you're going to do this card, I would definitely cut my pieces that I'm going to put on the card at 2 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece right here. And I'm just going to use my snail adhesive to adhere it. And if you wanted to, you could put another piece right here. I'm actually going to use, and then I'm going to just line this up so see that there's a nice little border all the way around here. But I'm going to use this blank space to write my message in. But like I said, if you wanted to put another piece here, you could add another piece of paper there if you want it coordinating, of course. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to line it up here, and you can tell it really is just a hair off of being 2 inches, so I think I can get away with it. Sometimes you just have to go for it and use those scraps, even if they're not quite the right thing, but you can see this really didn't make much of a difference at all. So now I have a nice little card here. Now this was the trick that she couldn't figure out with the things. This has like the diamonds that go across here like this. This is another one. If you want your diamonds to line up perfectly, you would need to cut these squares at 1, let's see what they are, at 1 15/16. Well, you know me, I'm a little lazy about that kind of stuff, so I cut it at 2 by 2 because this little center piece here is not going to really show anyway because we're going to cover it up with a message. So I just went ahead and cut it at 2 by 2, and I think it turned out just fine. Now these little pieces that I'm going to use for the insides of my little triangle, my squares, is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere those now on there. And then you can see this is the back side of that really pretty blue paper. But I thought it coordinated really well with this paper here. So I'm going to go ahead and center that on there like that. And then center this one here like this. And Joyce, I hope you're watching because this is the card that you asked me about the measurements, and I did give them to you in the notes, but in the message notes, but I thought I'd go ahead and do a demo, and that way you can see it. So we're just going to line our 2 points on the ends of the card here, and so I don't want to go all over with the adhesive on here because this is going to flip up like this so I can write my message on the inside. So I'm just going to like eyeball it here. I'm just going to put adhesive on this one side, 1/2 of it, and then I'm going to line it up at the top like that. So my 2 points are on that white line at the top, and then I'm going to take the second one. I'm going to do the same. I'm just putting adhesive on 1/2 of my square in the triangle kind of part, so it would just go on this part. Then I'm going to take this and line this up at the bottom here, and you can see it does overlap just a tad, but it really isn't going to make any difference because I think it looks great like that, even like that. But if you didn't want them overlapping, like I said, you could go and cut them at 1 15/16 of an inch, but by 1 15/16. That's just a lot of work for me, and I like things easy. So there is this card. Now you could just leave it like that. I think that looks really cute, but I'm going to go ahead and take one of those squares. Now this is from the paper that had all of the little designs. Let's see what I did with the paper. I put it over here, and I'll show it to you again. I kind of like it when they do this. A lot of times they'll put like journaling cards or something on one side, but they did all these little designs on one side. So you can like even just cut this out and put this on the front of a card. Just makes it really easy to do a card. You could even cut these out, this little oval out, put that on a card, or you can just take this and use this as a mat for a photo, or you can use these for decorations on your scrapbook page. It's just a really cute thing. So I cut this. This is a bunch of 2x2 squares of all of the different paper designs. And I just thought this was so pretty. And I don't know, oh, you get 3 pieces of this, each of all those designs. You get like 12 sheets of paper, but I love this because I might use the square as a border on my 12x12 scrapbook page, just this cute little border down here. I just thought that was really cute. But we're making the card today, so I took one of these sheets and I cut just this little square out here for the decoration. And then also this comes with a stamp set and a die cut, and look at what the die cut does. Isn't that cool? I love that. So I just think it adds a little extra interest to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some here's some adhesive to the back of this, and I'm going to go ahead and just line this up so I have a nice little border. And then again, the same thing, we're going to line this up so it goes like this. Now this corner goes right exactly to this corner. This is the dark blue is 3x3, and then this orange piece or peach color piece is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then I ran it through the die cutting machine with that really fancy. I just thought that was so cool. Let me see, do I have the dies here? Oh, I do, I have the dies here. It comes with this die here, and you can see where I haven't got all my little pieces out, but it makes that little flowery look. It also comes with this die, which I haven't used yet. Isn't that look fun to do? You could cut this up. You could just do so many things with this. I just think this is a nice little background die. And then of course it comes also with the flowers and everything that matches the stamp set. It has a couple different leaves, and it has a couple little things for sentiments, and then it has the flower dies as well. That goes with the stamp set, and I don't see the stamp set, but I stamped it. This is the one that, here we go. I stamped the set. It has all these nice little sayings, but you get like, you also get this that you can stamp that goes along with that die cut, and then all these cute sentiments here. Happy birthday, just a note. And then I love this one, sending smiles. I think that's just a fun one to send to somebody, because you know it just makes them happy. So on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I do not want to put adhesive on this side of my square. I'm going to put the adhesive on this side of my square so that this sticks. And then I'm going to turn it like this. Well, it looks like I got a little fuzz right there. There we go. I'm going to turn it like this, and then just lay it in the center with this corner here, and then this corner goes right to that. And then lay it down, and it looks like I just need to straighten it out just a tad. There we go. That looks much better. Okay. Now to decorate it, I could do a lot of things. I could do these flowers that I did. I think that looks really pretty. And then put a little saying like sending smiles, have maybe sending smiles over here on it, and maybe have a little leaf popped out. But I'm going to just use this cute little square. This is like so easy. I mean, I didn't have to stamp or do anything, just cut out the little square. I'm going to put that right in the center there like that, and do my message on the inside. This way I can use this card for anything, like a birthday card. I could do just anything with it. Okay, I'm going to bring this down a little bit so that that goes like that. And there is my really beautiful card with this kind of diamond. It's squares, but I like turned it so it looks like a diamond thing. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that turned out really cute. So anyway, that is our fun fold card for Sunday Paper Fun today, and I hope you enjoyed this. And please like my page and comment. It just helps me with YouTube, and I so appreciate it. And you have a great day, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.